Yo, what's the deal, man? It's your man T History. You know how we do around here, man. Watch the phalanges, watch the backside, man. I don't think the people I see friendlies in the building. The size of the building, Mr. was in the building. I think everybody that shows up, man, don't have no problem hitting that like button. Do that for me. You know what I'm saying? We have no problems emptying our pockets for the cash out. We can do that too. Join the membership. Whole new ball game going into year 22, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put it into 21 on a bang bang bang. Okay. So what we got out here tonight, you know what I'm saying? I'll have a very interesting guest this evening for y'all. Brother, you could step into the podium. You know how to do this. You're a veteran. Hit that link. So I thank y'all for coming out here, man. And we're about to have a premier heavyweight um guest is up here. Somebody who is a pioneer actually to this whole scene YouTube um game. You know what I'm saying? So my pleasure to have him as a guest up here this evening. Just waiting for him to pull up and take his seat. John Cluminati, I see you out there. What's going on, man? Thanks for pulling up. Yeah, we're using the excuses, man. But this is a veteran. I seen he yeah showed up from the show 2.0. Yo, Josiah, man, get the fans up in here, man. Let them know that let them know the Gatto's on. I need them to pull up though. Yeah, man. So until he pulls up, how's everybody doing as well, man? You know, just give it a second. You know how it is. We ain't HBO and NBC just yet. You know how we work is try to get it on point. Sometimes the back room got to get all our technical difficulty out the way. Okay, he's trying to make sure that everything gets shared. I got you. I see you. Yeah, man. So like I said, hopefully everybody had a good day, man. About to have a good night. You know what I'm saying? Kiss the babies. Put the earmuffs on their ears. And get nasty. 6,000 people in the chat. They already threw a dislike before we even got started. That's all good though. We know how that works. Hey man, we like that too, man. That's one thing, man. Don't keep nothing to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be full throttle with it. You know what I'm saying? Also in the future, like I said, leave those comments. Even if they're bad, leave those comments. Put those like games up. Yeah, thank you, friendly. I'm pretty sure that after this good one, we're gonna go over the friendlies. All right, now I'm waiting on the guest. He knows how to do this better than me. You know how people get impatient, brother. But, okay, he's just trying to make everybody come through. That drive by dislike, yeah, that's all that it was a drive by dislike. As soon as I turned the joint on to start setting up, there was already one there. But it's been like that a little lately, man. You know how that is. It goes down as the same thing anyway. We all go with that. How you doing tonight, Illuminati? How's everybody doing tonight? Like I said, just waiting for Gato to pull up. You know, that's how the big champs they do that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But I seen that he's definitely coming. He just shared it out. Probably getting himself situated, trying to get everybody, which is dope, trying to get his crowd in here, which he should have let them know earlier, so we could be, what I'm saying, whoopty up in here. Start seeing it 10,000 in attendance. Yes, sir. It's been a blessed day. We had definitely a good day earlier. Give a shout out to my man Iceberg Snow. Came through and blessed us in the afternoon with the afternoon live. That was live. You know what I'm saying? Now we about to get an encore. Miguel Verna, what's the deal, B? We back at it. Just waiting for Gatto to pull up. I'm glad, like I said, y'all just had y'all patience. I'm glad that y'all are here. Y'all made it safely. Everybody had a good Thursday. So what's up? Just make sure they gotta tell the official. Oh, nah, she know. We even got some Cosmos in the building. What's going on, Cosmo? What's the deal? We already had that in the work, and you gotta get his. We gotta find the young boy. We gotta get Karan. We have a reunion show in December. Yep, you heard what I said. They've been asking for you. We have a reunion show in December, so you're gonna have to put down one of the Amsterdam bottles. No, you got two. You can keep one, but you got to put one to the side. We got a reunion show to do in 2 months. It's like Bell Biv fucking with Bobby Brown. Like, listen here, Bobby, we're gonna do this here thing, man. But man, why you keep saying that I blocked you, bro? I never blocked you. I don't block nobody, no matter what kind of crazy stuff they do. You're up here every day. What's up, man? Pull up to the podium. Drop the joint for you several times, bro. Why you be much or be Montana? You know I didn't block you, so what you talking about? Gato, what's the deal? I dropped it for you plenty of time. Sync up. I don't know who H is.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, T?
I know who this.
Yo, come on, T. This Gotti, my nigga. What up, man?
Yo, got
Yo,
it.
T, what up? What up, man?
Oh,
What up,
oh, oh, I
TSB?
didn't hear. I didn't hear you. Hold on, let me turn that down. You can hear me
Yeah,
now?
man. Yeah, I hear you now, family. What up? What up, beloved?
I
How
didn't
I
hear
doing,
you at
man?
first. All right, man. You didn't put Gato on the joint, so I didn't know what it was, man. But all right, man. So this is how we do it. Just take my steps. Will you let the people, since you got it under age, will you let the people in the world from here to Thailand and Japan let people know who you are, man?
Oh, this Bulletz Gotti, man. The one and
Oh, okay.
only, man.
The one and only Bulletz Gotti. Okay.
Yeah, salute, man.
All
You
right,
know,
brother. I thank you for coming. Will you let the people know where you originally from, bro?
when I'm gonna keep it real. I was born in Queens. You know what I mean? Raised in Brooklyn. So, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a BQE nigga, man. I'm a Brooklyn slash Queens nigga.
All right. Will you tell me, like, if you, so do you got any Queens history? Will you tell me, like, however you want to do an NYC, like growing up in Brooklyn and Queens, like how was it growing up as a youngster?
Oh, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lived in Queens for a few, and but I'll go back and forth out there. And like Queens is like it's like the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? It's like it got gritty sides, but it also got like cool
I can hear the
sides where you
TV,
can.
Gotti.
Oh
Gotti,
yeah,
mute
yeah,
the
my
thing. I
bad.
can.
Oh yeah, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. You get me now? Yeah, it's got like you got like the gritty sides, and then you got the rough sides. You got all type of sides. You know what I'm saying? So like in Queens, like I said, it's just like living in Boston. You get what I'm saying? It's it's,
Mhm.
it's, it's the same thing, just like in Brooklyn. Brooklyn got good sides and got bad sides, but Brooklyn is like the belly of the beast. You get what I'm saying? It's survival of the fittest out here. You know what I'm saying? It's cutthroat. So you gotta be as cutthroat as the niggas out here is. So it was like, I'm gonna keep it real. My experiences growing up, man, was good, but a motherfucker had to learn how to survive. You get what I'm saying, T? Like, really had to learn how to, throw the hands up. I done got in a lot of scuffles. You know what I'm saying? I done been in situations where it got crazy, but you learn how to survive. That's why, like, a motherfucker, you hear a lot of these dudes, they be talking, they be saying, yo, I got stabbed, I got shot at, this and that is because the way they was living. So especially a Brooklyn nigga, if you a grimy, slimy nigga, you're
Mhm.
gonna end up getting bullets put in you. You're gonna end up getting a bunch of stab marks. You're gonna be like a fucking pincushion. You got dudes that be stabbed up, shot up, and they got all the and motherfuckers be looking like pincushions when they lift up their shirt because they did niggas foul and
Right.
grimy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um. So I would say like from middle school to high school, like I usually ask people like any trials and tribulations. Will you give any of yours? Like, was you, I would say, you start surrounding yourself when you're in a certain age at those certain ages. Was I don't like to. People always go with a legend, but was you ever like on the street, could see yourself a street person? Was you
yeah,
hustling or got into any
yeah,
type of, saying
yeah.
you want to
I
touch
say,
on that as much as you
yeah, I
could
say
touch
that.
on it?
Yeah, I could touch on it. Or when I went outside, I started going outside when I was like by myself. When I was like 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old. And I always chilled with a lot of older dudes. Like my cousins was like teenagers or they was like, preteens. Like they was 13, 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? So I would hang out with a lot of older dudes. So, being around older people, you start picking up their habits. I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of the dudes that's under me, my peer, like the dudes that I call, they not my peer group. They like my little shorties, my little brothers. You know what I'm saying? But I always been a leader. You know what I'm saying? I always did what it did when I go outside. See, a lot of people see, I'm gonna keep it real with you, T. See, a lot of people when they talk about me on YouTube and they say things about me or say all these things like I love the life that I live now, T, because right now I got to do something that motherfuckers was telling me when I was younger. Yo, you need to get a
Hmm.
YouTube. You need to do YouTube. I was like, yo, I don't do that shit. I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
as you get older, man, you start seeing like where you got talent, you gotta use it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm blessed, man.
Right.
I'm blessed, man, to do what I'm doing right now. I'm blessed to even be, getting to speak to people, and talk to certain and meet certain people and do things that a motherfucker wasn't trying to do when he was, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You know what I'm saying? And even younger than that. So I always, I think back on that. But, as far as like hustling, yeah, I always been a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could tell you I always had money.
Right. So, like I said, so when you was coming up, you was hustling and being with your older cousins and stuff like that. What type of? I mean, was you was getting into enough stuff that you ever, deal with any type of incarceration, or you just, just
Yeah, I've been arrested.
found a.
I've been arrested quite a few times. I've been in central bookings. You know what I'm saying? And I've been like, I've been, stopped by police numerous times for drugs. You know how they do. When the jump out boys come, they looking for paraphernalia, guns, drugs. That out every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? It would be a sweep. So I would be maybe caught up in a sweep, or I'll be, stopped during a sweep and let go. But a lot of that shit has happened. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of my friends, they ended up getting incarcerated. It was quite a few times that, I did was my name was I'm gonna keep it real. I went out of town one time, and I broke
Mm-hmm.
this kid nose. This was like back in like 2005 or maybe six. Yeah, 2006 or 2007. I broke this kid nose, and they was looking for me. Police. I left. I went out. I went laid low. I was out of town, and I went to fucking VA. That's why I told you, I used to be in VA a lot. So I went to VA. I was out in Williamsburg and Norfolk, and they was looking for me. When I came back, the kid and they was looking where I lived. They didn't know where I lived at. But I had run-ins with police numerous times. The police in my neighborhood knew me. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't never arrested me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never got me for no serious shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my
Right.
friends, they got caught with some serious shit. Because
Yeah.
they was young, dumb, stupid, and not knowing how to move. I was taught by older dudes that when you play in them streets, you gotta move right in them streets. And a lot of dudes ain't had them lessons. I was fortunate enough to be around my pops and be around some real notorious gangsters in my city, and I was seeing how the motherfuckers move. And it's
Right.
always the people, and how a lot of motherfuckers got caught up is the people they associate with, guilty by association. So if the
Right.
police is getting you and they might stop you or arrest you, and you might be laying low. They don't even know that you who you are. But because you with a certain hothead motherfucker, you end up going to jail because of a certain hothead. And that happens all the time.
Correct. Could you put, because a lot of people didn't have that, and I know from talking to you before. Would you say how important it is that at least, like, if he wasn't even in the home, having a father figure, having your real pops, like how much did that, like, how much influences did he have on you and decision making and just knowing that you had him in your life,
Oh, he had a
or,
lot of
or
decisions. He had a lot of
influence?
influences. He had a lot of influences on my life, and how I move, and basically how to not fuck with certain vices. You know what I'm saying? And like, his vices was alcohol. So I learned not to be, a heavy drinker, and be cautious of who around me, my surroundings, and who I call friends, and who I have around me that'll leech off on you. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to deal with leeches. I learned how to deal with snakes and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just growing up. And till this day, I move the way that I move. Like, if a motherfucker don't hear from me, I mean, nigga, I'm laying low, and I'm staying out the fucking way. You hear from me maybe a month or two or three, or maybe next year. Depending on how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So So you know so you survived not doing any major time, and saying got good influences by your people, and you also you like you but family, with this family meaning you the only like this only sibling though, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
are you
yeah. I'm my,
family?
I'm my pops. I'm my pops' not only son, but I'm his youngest son. But I'm my mom's only child. So
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I was raised by myself. So I had to raise myself. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was with my mom's more. I live with my mom. So I had to raise myself as a young man, and then becoming a man, I had to raise myself in these streets. So I had to learn how to maneuver. So yes, I walked, and I'm gonna keep it real. I walked the wrong path. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of black young men do. Growing
Right.
up in the society, we walk the wrong path, and then we later on we check ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I'm a high school dropout. T. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I went back to school. I finished, completed school, went to college, and all that. But I'm gonna just keep it real. I was so influenced by the elements of the streets than I was influenced by, the fucking, the environment that a lot of motherfuckers that was my peer groups was so common with. A lot of my peer groups, they wasn't outside, you know what I'm saying, doing the wrong shit. They was
Right.
in the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a lot of dudes that rap in my city that when I was outside, they wasn't doing none of this shit they saying they music. But I
Right.
don't knock them. You know what I'm saying? I was doing
Correct.
that. You know what I'm saying? Other people that I know was doing that, but they wasn't. They was
Correct.
playing sports. They was playing basketball. They was playing football. I was playing sports too. I played football. I played basketball. I played all of that. But we all take different, we take the right and the wrong path. I took the wrong path, but I corrected myself and took the right path at the end of the day.
Was it any? Is there any reason or any particular time or point in your life that like made you make those adjustments that you're talking about for you to like
But when I got
evade
arrested,
doing it? Yeah.
when I
Okay.
got
So
when I got arrested, I got arrested being at the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm gonna tell you something, T. Right? The early that day, I was stopped by the police, right? And I had skipped school. Me and my man, we was going to pick up something from this dude that we knew, crib. And I'm gonna keep it real, T. I was dirty that day, man. I had like five motherfucking dime bags on me. My man's had dime bags on him. We was all dirty. The police, they only checked my pockets. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really check my shoes. I had it in my sock. You know what I'm saying? I was lucky to get away that day. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't lucky to get away later that night. You get what I'm saying? Because I went to the wrong place, went in a vibe, went to somewhere that I should have not went. When my mom told me to leave these niggas. See, that's why I always tell T. That's why I tell people all the time, like the company you keep will always be a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? The dude, I told the dude, listen, let's go to the movies. If you want to drink, you want to smoke, whatever you want to do, let's go to my crib and then we can go to the movies and that's it. I didn't feel like I wanted to stay on the street and then go on somebody's property and after we was barred already from going there. We done did sales in this place. The people that lived there, the people that was residents, they was reporting the police about us coming in. So to go back there after we was chased out of there, not by the police, but just by the people that lived there.
right.
And then when they finally saw us coming back there, and then the motherfucking police, like, I didn't even see the police. They just came the opposite way. I saw the van, the paddy wagon. It went all the way up, so it went a different direction. And then the squad car came right up on us and it crept up on us. So that me not knowing that a person doing dumb shit and fucking up shit for me, and basically a person like myself that move a certain way, that rubbed me the wrong way, and that made me stop fucking with motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, around that time, I disassociated myself from a lot of people just because, like, I let a nigga take me to the fucking precinct, you know, and I never allowed nobody to do that. You know what I'm saying? And when I tell somebody to do something, that's what made me stop fucking with dude, because it's like if I tell you not to do something and let's do this, and then you do something that a fucking is hot. One day it would, like, and I'm gonna keep it real, yo T. If I was dirty that day, I probably would have went to jail, and I would have not been released. I probably would have went all the way in, and I would have sat on the island if I was dirty. If me and my man was both dirty, we would have sat on the island. So that's why I say people need to know what the fuck they be doing when you be around. If somebody tell you don't do this, and then you do the opposite, it brings a lot of fuck shit around. You get what I'm saying, T?
Like yeah. So that's what's up. So that's a transition that you said you got locked up and you pretty much got a slap on the wrist. So like I was telling them as you came up here, it's like a lot of people kind of like have thoughts about you, but you're like a pioneer to this YouTube thing. You've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Like me speaking of that, won't you like how long have you been, you know what I'm saying, affiliated with being
Oh,
like on YouTube all the way back into the time of did like the first time and when you met Queen Swift and stuff like that?
so I'm gonna tell you this, right? So T, when I got on YouTube
Excuse me.
around 2018, right? I started like fucking with this YouTube shit by via way of Chris Kidd. You know what I'm saying? He brought me to YouTube, and I was on his podcast. Me doing his podcast basically like opened the doors for me to basically do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't want to hold on one second, T.
Key C, old head Deuce, what's the deal? Got pastrami and cheese sandwiches on deck for old head Deuce, East Coast style. Key C, I need some dinner. What we cook tonight, honey? Shout out to my man Friendly Extortion. Miguel Verner's in the building holding it down. Superior historian. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I just put in there, man. I'm on Cash App hungry all of a sudden. But hey, man, the people out there, new people, and people who's been down, man, you see it, man. You can be a historian, friendly nine.
T. I'm back, T. I'm sorry about
All
that,
right.
bro. But yeah, so I was doing music, you know what I'm saying, with my man Marv, you know what I'm saying, and my cousin,
Correct.
my cousin, basically, I was really pushing with the music shit. And I linked up with the dude Chris Kidd. He hit me up on a random, and we did the podcast, and then motherfuckers wanted me to come back on, and from then I kept going on the show. People love me, and that he was the one that told me, yo, start using my channel. My first channel, if you remember, T, you remember my first channel. My first channel was like it had 86 subscribers. You know
Uh
what I'm saying? T, I ain't really used the page. I had at one point I was using it for my music, and then when I stopped doing music, I just never used the page. So when I linked up with him, he was like, "Yo, you need to use your page. You got a YouTube page."
huh.
And when he did that, I was like, "Okay, we're gonna do it." So we did what we did, and we took it to where it took it. And I ain't gonna front, yo, T, man. It was like, shit. It's a divine intervention, man. It's like, shit happens for a reason. You get what I'm saying, T?
Uh
And
huh.
like, I was kind of like happy that he made me start doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I didn't want to fuck with YouTube, man. I used to think niggas on YouTube was corny, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I never used to like. I used to listen to music on here. I watch a couple motherfuckers that do their thing on here, but it was like, yo, the way niggas was moving on here, it was like it was corny, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then when I started getting involved in it, and I ain't go front like the first like when I stopped when Chris and me broke up and I started doing my own thing and I started doing my video, the first video that blew me up, the first two videos that blew me up was a video I did about Alpo and a
Uh huh.
video with Big Meech talking to Gavario about Alpo being in DC on his release. So when
Right.
I did those two videos, those shit like rose me up and I went viral off of those two videos. From that going viral from them videos, like I got like a great reception. People was loving me. You know what I'm saying? And then how they say that how you say, you know, once they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. Well, when niggas started hating, and then I started seeing niggas coming at me. Like the first couple years, like that 2018, and then going to 2019, motherfuckers just started coming for my head. You know what I'm saying? T, like motherfuckers started shitting on a nigga. They put the video out there, trying to like slander my character. People was making videos dissing me, disrespecting me because of my opinions on certain shit. And
Right.
I ignored it. You know what I'm saying? T, I didn't go back and forth with these niggas. I kept pushing and doing my content. And then, next thing I know, motherfuckers started banging on a nigga, and then that's what I started doing in live streams. I said, you know what? I'm gonna do live streams to have my the people that don't like me come on my panel, and we can have a civilized conversation. You know what I'm saying? And it started good, but then a lot of shit happened. But you know how the game goes, T.
Yeah.
It's more
So I
money,
would
more
first,
problems, like Biggie say, man.
I would first say when I first came along that I seen that you was having beef. You was doing a lot of, getting at people. Like I said, the big Conrad, give a shout out to Kareem Jim Dropping Johnson, and saying annoyed me to saying hold you down, and I was like, hey, this guy's on it, yeah. But when you fuck with somebody and you supposed to, you take responsibility. So I fuck with it. As I said over the time, and I always had your back since. Do you feel as though that you've been misunderstood out here in this YouTube world?
Yeah, they misunderstand me, T. Cause I beat to my own drum, T. Like I'm not trying to be, accepted by motherfuckers that don't understand me. The ones that understand me is the ones I fuck with. But like me to be rocking with niggas that feel some type of way to be hating, and then when they hate, they make lies up about a nigga. Like I ain't did nothing to these niggas. You feel what I'm saying, T? Like that's the thing I don't get with dudes on here. It's like the way motherfuckers will come at you, and then when you start banging on them, they start banging on you, and then the way they start banging be on some real disrespectful shit. Because I don't be knowing these niggas, T. You get what I'm saying, T?
Uh-huh.
And like the way they'll say, yo, the nigga, fuck that nigga, Gotti. And like I don't know these dudes that have issues. Yeah, I mean, it's entertainment. So I could go back and forth with niggas on some entertainment shit. But to me, like the beef with niggas, like, oh yeah, fuck these niggas, I'm a bang. Like, I can't bang with niggas, man, that I don't know. You feel what I'm saying, T? Like I can't do that.
Right.
My content is me speaking my opinions. My channel is an opinion based channel. You get what I'm saying, T? It's just like if you watch First Take, you know what I'm saying? Or you watch, the firing line, or you watch, any type of show that had like an opinion based panels. That's what my channel was about. So when motherfuckers come and they start, hating on what I do on my platform, dude, I like what they don't understand is I do interviews, T. I do fucking like real content, real pre-recorded content, all that. I do shit that make people think, make people listen, agree to or disagree. But it's my opinion. It's not to make people hate. And I got a lot of love. Like I was on Instagram and I didn't even know Beanie Siegel watched me, man. Beanie Siegel reposted one of my videos on Instagram. He had the whole thumbnail that I posted up on Instagram. So it's a lot of motherfuckers that's like celebrities, that's like motherfucking street figures that watch the channel, T. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
know who a nigga is. But
Right.
that's why I tell people like I don't have an issue with nobody, T. Like I
Hmm.
want everybody to win and grow, but you
You
see,
had the,
motherfuckers don't want the same for me. You get what I'm saying, T? So I
well, you
understand
had
that
you
it
had
is what
Sean
it
up
is.
there. You had the painter up there. People were surprised in that when you had Queen's Flip up there. You had
Yeah,
the
like
paint.
like yo,
You
T,
had
like and
Sean
this
from
is
B More, the painter. You had the paint. You had the painter up there. You
that's
had
what I'm saying, T. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and I got mad videos, mad like big videos that I want to put up with me and Glaze and a lot of other people. But this is why I tell people like I'm about content, man. I'm not a beef nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm about providing content, giving niggas good shit to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all what I've been about. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas could to talk shit and diss a nigga, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying, T? Like I don't have an issue with nobody on YouTube. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like,
well. Speaking of such, I'm about to get to one right now.
mm,
How would you say the origin and where it's at? What's the ongoing and on again, off again beef with Sarnetta?
oh that I mean, he just like other motherfuckers on here, you know, went at my head out of nowhere. I didn't have nothing to do with his beef with Hassan. My name was brought in, and they, threw me in there. And like I said, I ride for Hassan because I think why the nigga don't like me is because Hassan shouted me out when motherfuckers was slandering my name and was talking about, yo, the nigga Gotti got robbed and shit, you know? And it was people from his that was supporting him that was coming at me like the dude that went to the airport at me, Humble King, and Shut up and reacts, dude. Like it was mad at these niggas that was coming up doing videos about me, and I ain't even did nothing to these niggas. They had an issue because of how I speak and what I was saying. See, if I'm not talking about you, you get what I'm saying, T? If I'm not speaking about you, why are you offended by what I'm saying about people that doesn't concern you? That's the
Right.
problem with people. Like they have an issue when people speak their mind. It's just like when a song say something about a rapper, it's like niggas go out their way to do a fucking video. Like, nigga, y'all niggas don't even know these rappers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like y'all can't just be jumping out the window for niggas that you know is like fucking soft. You
Right.
know,
So then that would be the next one. Oh no, there's a couple, and then we're gonna get to Mr. Campbell. We go down with some of this beef. The
but
shook person.
I want to say this too. T, you know, like even though I lost my first two channels, the one that was gifted to me and the one that basically I built,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still growing. You know what I'm saying? I'm growing this one right now. I'm at 3,000 subscribers. I'm gonna be at 4,000 soon. So that right there, when I heard the haters say, "Yo, God, you will never get 1,000 subscribers," like that's what niggas said when he took my channel. He said, "Yo, you would never get 1,000 subscribers." Other niggas say, "Yo, he barely can make it to 3,000," but I made it to 3,000. You see how much these hating ass niggas say that a
Yeah, I
nigga
didn't like.
was? Like a nigga
Yeah, I didn't
still
like that at all. He
putting
did
in
a fabulous.
numbers.
He got to. But I knew
Like
that you wasn't done.
yo, T, and the sad thing is, I still do numbers, T. Don't I still do numbers?
Yeah,
I still do numbers, man. So
over here lighting
it's
the scoreboard up now. I want you
so
to
it's
get
like
rid of these beefs right now for me. The shook guy.
Uncle Suge.
Yeah, what's that about?
Um, I had no beef with that dude, right? T, I'm gonna keep it real. I had no beef, no issues with him. His issue with me was, I think, because I was a new nigga on YouTube, and the success I had on YouTube, it made him feel some type of way. Let's keep it real, T. Like, say if you a dude that's like a dude on a block that's new, and he putting up his shit is just moving, and it's like you can't stop him. It's just like a rapper, a new rapper. If motherfuckers is gravitating to that fucking hot shit, niggas gonna like it. And I think a lot of these dudes that's on YouTube, a lot of these, I call them off brand, these low level dudes on YouTube, that they don't help nobody. You know what I'm saying? They don't help nobody platform. I've helped mad platforms on YouTube. You get what I'm saying, T? I've
Right.
helped everybody's like my little offsprings on YouTube.
A
You know what I'm
lot of,
saying? Like
lot of
I
people.
produced a lot of channels on here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? From the Ice Corleones to the Death of the Clout Chasers to all
I've
these
been
dudes.
with it.
I done produced a lot of channels out here. So what people don't understand is that I don't get mad, but these other niggas like a Suge, niggas ain't never said, "Oh, Suge, you know, introduced me to the game and look, I blew up because of him." No, I
Right.
went on Bulletz Gotti platform and I blew up. I made
Mhm.
Blackout. T, you remember Blackout, T?
Yeah, I know you're
Come
talking
on.
about. He'll be up here in a few minutes.
I
Help
made
me.
Blackout. Like niggas don't know. Blackout would have never blew up the way he did with the whole Snow Billy shit if it wasn't for me. So I made a lot of dudes on here and I made a lot of platforms pop on YouTube because
What,
of me.
what about the lady? What about Clyde Diva?
I made her too. I made her blow up. Listen, I went on her platform. She had nobody watching her. I put all my motherfucking subscribers onto her and she blew up just like that. See, when you got that glow, that Bruce Leroy glow, you gonna win. A lot of motherfuckers don't got that glow. So that's why when they fall off terribly. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much people do live numbers. Like I done did live. Yo, T, you been on both of my channels, all three of my channels. T,
Mm-hmm.
I used to have live shows and I will blow them out the water. See, what motherfuckers don't understand is, T, I don't do lives like I used to do. I don't do live streams like I used to do when I first came on here. I was that
Right.
was that was my thing when I first came on here. Yeah, I did love doing live streams, but then I
Right.
was like, yo, fuck it. I gotta get back to doing pre-recordings, man. I was wasting my time doing that. And it's not the not live streams, because I think I had one of the best live streams ever on YouTube. But I've been there, done that. I killed that game, smashed it. You know what I'm saying, T? I
Right.
smashed it. Like I did it better than any motherfucker on here. Because there was nobody on here that was literally doing live streams with they fucking moderators and they fucking viewers. People wasn't doing that unless you had a guest on your live stream. You wasn't allowing your viewers and your fans to come on your show. I was.
No, no, you. I mean, you definitely, like I said, that's what got me. Saying some of my
Not
pushing.
everybody doing it,
Yeah,
T.
haters. Yeah,
Everybody doing it because of me, T.
the seeing y'all work. You kind of
Everybody,
invented
yo,
like
T,
that.
everybody doing it because of me, bro. Let's
Right.
keep it real. Like every last
Hmm.
one of these niggas, everybody want to do a live stream with their motherfucking fans now. Y'all niggas wasn't doing no live streams with your fucking moderators and your fans. Nigga, I set it them trends. When I go on these niggas' platforms, I'm like, oh, this nigga doing it. Carasino, this nigga, Kwame Brown. All these niggas, because they watched me. They seen I was doing live streams without a
Man,
fucking big guest. And I would
I
do 100 people in there and 200 people in my room. And I would do 90, 100, 200, 300 in my room without having a motherfucking guest on there. Just me and and my motherfucking chat.
right, no doubt.
I
That's.
said
I
it.
mean, I'm definitely proof of that. Like I said,
I
I
mean,
was.
like, and that's what I said. I set the tone, T.
Yeah,
I'm a
it's no.
trendsetter. Hassan told me the other day, I was on the phone with him, T. He said, yo, even though you not as a big a YouTuber, he said, yo, you got an appeal that's like a big YouTuber that you can basically blow. Like you that dude. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
motherfuckers know I'm that dude, T. Like, the bigger YouTube motherfuckers say that. Info Minds, Queens Flip, all the motherfuckers know I'm that motherfucking guy, man. That's why I could pull a Queens Flip on my channel. That's why I could get even though I don't fuck with Sarnetta, but he could even come on my channel. A lot of
He
these big
was.
motherfuckers that don't go on other people's channels, they've been on my platforms many a times, T.
Yes, I never been up there several times.
You know what I'm saying? So how many of these other motherfuckers letting other people come on their channels several times to come on their platforms, T? They ain't going on none of these dudes' platforms several times.
All
That's what I'm
right, so
saying, T.
that's another.
Even the dudes that don't like me come on my platforms. That's what I'm saying,
Right.
T. Even the dudes that don't like me come on my platform, T.
That's correct. You give them wrenches. Nobody else in the world does that crazy shit. But
You know, I
so that's
started
the
that
next
shit
thing.
too. Yo, T, I
That's
started that too.
yeah, I
Everybody
know.
now giving their whole chat wrenches. You see that shit?
Right.
I started that shit too, T, man. That's why I say, man, you know, it's out with the old, in with the new, T. Like, I've been there,
That's
done that,
right.
man. I shut that shit down.
Shining Star one, I give you that, but it's no. The answer is no. But Shining Star wants to know where's Trinity.
Who? Who we talking? Who we talking
Shining
about?
Star, whoever Shining Star is asking about Trinity. Said, do you got beef with Trinity?
I don't got no beef with her.
I know that. Next question from Boy Wonder. So we're gonna get to what you just said. Can you give us the relationship and why, like with me, even from me, you get pressure? Well, you can't answer that part, but what is the relationship? What's up with you and Hassan Campbell?
Oh, that's my bro. That's big bro. You know what I'm saying? That's my confidant right there. That's my I'm even his confidant. You know, that's my mentor to this YouTube game. That's like I could call him and I could ask for advice and we just kick it. You know what I'm saying? We just kicking and we talk some real shit on the phone, man. And like if I need Hassan to come on the platform or I need it for anything, man, he hold a nigga down. That's why I tell people like it's all about building relationships. It's not only just Hassan, but it's like even Glaze, man, like Karim, like you know what I'm saying, Timbo, Info Mines. It's many dudes like I could call, bro, and they'll come and they'll fuck with a nigga. You know what I'm saying, T? And it's not a lot of dudes
Well,
on here don't got that type of rapport. Like, you
I
know,
can't
like
sweet.
I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
it
but
real,
I'm
yo.
saying when it's outside, you don't feel as though sometimes that you don't do an extra bit of jumping out the window for Hassan Campbell, brother. I can't make it
Nah,
all.
I feel like, yo, I feel like a Nick. I feel like, yo, when motherfuckers was coming for my head, T, he was the one with a bigger platform that defended me back in 2019 when niggas was trying to say, oh, that nigga was robbed and this and that. That man went on his platform with hundreds of people. I think he had like thousands of people in the room. And he shouted my name out and supported a nigga. So from that day on, I owe nothing but loyalty to that man. So I'ma always, rep that dude and go hard. You know what I'm saying? Because when I saw niggas like a Boss Lee or Ice Calling or whoever that be trying to bang on highs, I'm at they fucking neck. And it is what it is. Like I feel like, yo, niggas need to pay homage, man. Like, and the dude, he ain't trying to beef with nobody. He really be trying to put niggas on, but niggas don't want to get put on because niggas be acting like niggas, and they don't want that, and they don't want to work together. So it's like, fuck them. And I feel with Hassan be feeling the same way I be feeling. So we both kind of the same if you really want to look at it.
You spoke about it early, and I see you even. Well, I'm not going to bring that again. But how do you feel about? Well, yeah, I have to. Like I said, I can't baby you in this situation, so it's two tough ones. Um, the family rumors. Do you what did these people try to accuse you of a couple of years ago with the family
Oh
issue?
yeah, that
Of the,
yo T, you know something, man?
I'm your family
That
too, but
faggot
I
ass
have to
nigga.
ask these
I'm a, I'm
questions
a, I'm a,
because I
I'm a, I'm a,
can't let
I'm a, I'm a,
it
I'm a
go.
excuse my language, but I ain't mean to say faggot, but I'm gonna just say that bitch ass nigga Bosley and the bitch Hazel Eyes and fucking Spivey and Shut Up and Reacts and even Ice Corleone was running with that rumor slandering my name, T, on YouTube. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And what's so fucked up is that motherfuckers was believing it. Motherfuckers is still to this day saying this on their platforms, T. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And it's like, how y'all niggas can continue to say some shit that you hear fucking a moderator of mine, right?
Uh-huh.
Spivey. And then you hear another chick that always get drunk and high named Hazel Eyes say some shit like that about me. And then the nigga Bosley was so mad that the bitch couldn't make fake paperwork on me. They was trying to do what they did to Fat Joe to me. They was
Mhm.
trying to print up fake paperwork on me. You
Right.
see how vicious these niggas is on YouTube, T? Like niggas will try to duplicate and pull out fake paperwork on a nigga just to
Yeah,
get fucking just to
that's
slander,
a
just to ruin a
dangerous
nigga
charge.
YouTube career, bro.
Yeah, that's bad. That's a dangerous charge. That's the reason why I'm bringing it up because I don't want anybody,
Nah,
to,
it's cool. No, but T, but you know what? I exposed them niggas for that. And that's why when I exposed Bosley for what type of nigga he is, that he like to shoot kids, you know what I'm saying? And he beat up his baby moms, but all three of them, and
is it because
niggas don't fuck with him now. You see,
is it
niggas don't even watch his channel. See, him and Ice Corleone, niggas don't watch these niggas' channel because I let the people know that these people is fugazi. But you see, people still watch me. See, you see, my numbers is still good. You don't see me doing videos where I put up a video, it's motherfucking 700 or it's 500 or it's 400 and it's barely making 1,000. You know what I'm saying, T? Like
Mhm.
I've been doing these numbers. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not where I was before, but it's cool. I'm gonna get right back where I was before. But I've been doing these numbers. You get what I'm saying, T? I've been going viral. People know my name on YouTube. I'm respected on YouTube more than these niggas. That's why I got good relationships and good rapport behind the scenes with
So
a lot of big motherfuckers.
when you say that, because of what I asked you about that family, about that, do you think that everything is on limits? I see how nasty this YouTube thing has got with the doxing and all of this stuff. Do you think that it's fair to say to you, do you agree with that? That like everything is on the table when it comes to YouTube to talk about basically anybody's business just to have a show, to have
Oh,
an
you know,
episode?
you dealing with clout. Yo, T, you dealing with clout chasers. You feel me? You dealing with niggas that basically is trying to get rich and die trying, and they never gonna be famous, man. You can't hate and think you expect to get fame at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying, T? I don't hate
Hmm.
on the nigga. You get me? I uplift niggas. You feel me, bro? I
Hmm.
uplift niggas. These niggas don't uplift niggas. You feel what I'm saying, bro? And
Right.
that's why these niggas is the way they at right now.
Right. So,
They
and
don't
also you
uplift.
guys spoke about it before too. How do you feel personally? I guess consumption wise, how do you feel about drugs and alcohol?
Well, I mean, I used to smoke weed, you know what I'm saying? Um, I used to drink like alcohol on occasions. Um, I feel like drugs, I don't think nobody in this day and age, in this era, niggas shouldn't be fucking with drugs or alcohol. Um, drugs right now, they putting fentanyl in your weed, in your coke. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers like the sniff or shoot dope up. Yeah, they putting fentanyl in that. You know what I'm saying? They putting fentanyl in your pills. So it's like I choose to stay away from shit because you dealing with people putting shit in there. And I'm gonna keep it real, yo, T man. Like when niggas don't understand, man. I had family members that was crackheads, man. That was shooting up dope and shit. So I understand like the part of having the drug dealers in your family and then having the fucking addicts in your family. You get what I'm saying, T?
Yeah.
So I understand that. So I understand both sides of it. And both sides of it, they all was incarcerated, T.
Uh huh.
You get what I'm saying, T? They all was incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? My cousin, my cousin actually died from, shooting dope. He caught AIDS. He caught the AIDS virus from it. T.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know what it is like to see motherfuckers smoking crack. You know what I'm saying? Being in crack houses and shit like that. I know what it is, T. Like, mm-mm. When I hear niggas talking they stories, they don't have no real stories. I've been in a crib where niggas smoke, where I went in a room and I saw my motherfucking step pop smoking crack in the fucking bedroom, bro. You know what I'm saying, T? Like in front of my motherfucking face. You know what I'm saying? I done been in fucking places where niggas, basically had crack stems in the back of their fucking car. You know what I'm saying, T? So I know what it is to be around drug addicts, drug dealers, and shit like that. When I hear some of these niggas be talking, some of these niggas is just wannabes, man. It's like when
Hmm.
I listen to like a Bosley or Ice, I can look at them niggas and say, nigga, you wannabes. Cause y'all niggas ain't really lived a real fucking life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's nothing to be proud of. It's just shit that not even glamorized. Niggas be glamorizing shit that they never was around and never been around. You know what I'm saying? Be happy that you never had to face some of the challenges that motherfuckers had to face. You know what I'm saying? My cousin had it worse. My cousin was raised in a fucking group home. And from a group home, he went to motherfucking back and forth to prison. So it's real. Like motherfuckers don't understand niggas' lives is real, T.
Right. Gotti, everybody, there's a lot of people, including myself, and you know this, especially my shit, sex, money, and drugs. There's a lot of people that, saying, see your talent and appreciate you for what you've done on those other channels and seeing that you have a talent in the hip hop thing. Why isn't it that you don't stick consistently? Why don't you rap more? Why haven't you made more music?
Politics, rap game politics. That's why I don't fuck with it. Mm. Yo, T,
Rap.
in Boston, I know when I talk to a lot of people in Boston, they say, yo, it ain't really like a hip hop scene, like, cause like you gotta come to New York and get a deal. Everybody will tell you that. Like even in Philly, they'll tell you, yo, we gotta go shop our deals in New York. Everybody say that. Well, in New York, right, you got majority of most niggas, right? You got bloggers, you got niggas that work at the labels, you got niggas that work with, radio stations and all that. It's a lot of politics. Say if you ain't linked up with a certain motherfucker, a club DJ, or you ain't linked up with a certain blogger, or a certain nigga don't know you, you ain't getting up in them office. See, I can play them politics. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I can play them politics games, T, but I don't want to because I don't feel like I want to owe a nigga nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because when a nigga gets you a deal or nigga speak for you, when you start to blow up, a nigga start looking for something in the end. You get what I'm saying, T?
Right.
So I never wanted to play them type of games. Like I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I could do that because I could like spread my wings in it dealing with certain people in the industry because it ain't hard. Because I know a lot of people in the industry. I ain't even just talking about niggas that work at Hot 97 or Power 105. I know motherfuckers that work at all them stations. I know niggas that work up in Def Jam. I know niggas that work up in fucking Sony. All them labels. But me personally, I choose to not fuck with that politics, man. I hate politics, T. The
Right.
politics is a motherfucker. That's why I tell any motherfucker that want to be a rapper, niggas will make you kiss their ass to just get a fucking deal. Niggas will make you, really do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it real. You got motherfucking blogger bitches that if you want to get a deal, you got to fuck them to get a fucking deal. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? You got to fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's to the point like, it's so political, it's not even funny. So when I hear motherfuckers talking about, yo, I want to be a rapper, nigga, most of the niggas that blow up in my city, I'm gonna keep it real with you, T. Most of the rappers that blow up in my city, it's somebody
Mm.
ain't know up in them offices. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Schmurder, like niggas be acting like, oh, Bobby Schmurder's a nigga from the hood. No, nigga, his fucking cousin is a big entertainment lawyer. You know what I'm saying? He was Shine lawyer, he was all them niggas lawyers. So the nigga already had a leeway in the industry because his fucking cousin was a fucking lawyer in the industry. So he was already connected with niggas like Chris Lighty and niggas like Kevin Liles and all them niggas, Puffy and them niggas. Linked up with them niggas if you got people that's related to the fucking industry. So niggas be acting like, niggas could get. No, nigga, it's who you know in the industry. Ain't about, oh, yeah, talent. Niggas don't give a fuck about a nigga talent. It's who the fuck you know. CJ is a perfect example. His uncle is Puffy right hand man's. You know what I'm saying? So that's how he able to get in the industry. It's who you know. If you don't know nobody, yeah, you gonna be asked out. This is what it is. That's why a lot of niggas be mad. I don't be mad at it. I understand politics. Politics is what it is. Just like
I'm
in
gonna put
YouTube,
it
it's all
up
about
there.
politics, too.
Right, my fault. Because this dude, I
You know.
didn't understand
See,
computer.
and that's why I always say, like with Boston, I understand like when niggas like from Boston or Philly and Jersey and Connecticut and even, Baltimore, where they got a lot of rappers, coming out of different
You
sections
should
of the
keep
East Coast.
showing that, man.
They get mad, T. A lot of the dudes that rap, they get mad and say, yo, I ain't able to, niggas is, they sleep on us. It's not cause niggas is horrible. It's just that if you ain't from New York and you ain't got no ties with niggas up here, they ain't gonna play your records and they ain't gonna fuck with you.
Hmm.
You know? That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to go up there and be an A&R, I'll keep it real with you. It is what it is.
Right.
So,
I
you know,
got you.
but salute though, T.
So right now, I would say what no, I asked you that before.
Yeah.
One I
What's up?
want so one thing I want you to give me too. That you're a different dude because you know so much. What would you say? What's the last three books that you read?
Oh, last three books. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you, T. The last book I read, right, was a book called, hold on, I'm about to pull it up right now, T. 12, was it 12? Yeah, 12 Killings. That was the last one I wrote. I've been reading a lot of crime, like crime biographies and shit. I was reading Ja Rule book, Unruly. I ain't finished reading that shit. And then I was reading this one. Hold up, I'm about to get you right now, T. Let me get it. Let me go in my library. Yeah. Yeah, the Seven Killings. That's the name of the book. Yeah, Brief History of Seven Killings. And I was reading that book, which is a good book. I ain't gonna. That's a
You're
good
gonna
book
have to
by
look
Morgan
more. I'm gonna
Freeman.
have to wait till this later because this is gonna be the. I did it wrong because this is very deep that I thought because of you
Hmm.
because it's gonna be a little bit harder than that.
Yeah.
I would say to you, do you read books often? As I know you do. You read. You're an avid reader, right?
Yeah, yeah. I read a lot of books. You know, T.
So,
Like
all
I
right, all
love
right.
reading
So,
books, bro.
I'm gonna have to re-give you the question again because I didn't pay attention to what I wrote down for the question. The real question is, tell me three solid books and
Oh,
give
that I
me
read.
three that you read and give me three chapters of it that pertains to your life.
Okay. Well, the 48 Laws of Power. That's one of my favorite books, right?
Hmm.
And I love that book. And I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite laws in there is Law 39, which it tells you stay up waters and catch fish. You know what I'm saying? And what it means by that is that shake the room up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, catch the catch the fish or catch the bait. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And basically, you know what I'm saying? Don't show your hand to nobody. Just stay the water up. So that chapter means a lot to me because it's how I move. You know what I'm saying? I know how to shake the room up, T. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? I know how to catch the fish and keep doing what I do. You know what I'm saying, T? Now,
right.
as far as like another book, you know, I ain't gonna front. Um, one of my favorite books all time is Clockers by Richard Price, man. I know niggas seen the movie, but the book
That
is more
book's
harder
better.
than the movie.
Book's better.
And I love the book. And I'm gonna tell you why I like the book. It was a chapter in the book. I forgot what chapter it was. But it's a chapter in a book where basically the homie Strike went to Times Square and they went to the peep show. Him and the dude that was a dude named Buddha Hat. He's supposed to be like this hitman for like he was an enforcer for the boss of Rodney named Champ. And so basically like the scene just shows you like the dude took him to dinner, he took him to a peep show, and this dude was like, even though this motherfucker was a killer, he was trying to embrace him as a friend and shit. You get what I'm saying? Like the nigga had like what most killers you wouldn't even think a killer would take a motherfucker out to eat and then go to a fucking peep show and shit. It was a sick scene. It was a crazy scene in the book, but it was a real deep scene that had a message to it. You know what I'm saying? And then another book that I really love is AZ Game Over. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't never read that book, that's another good book to read. And why I like that book is because he showed you the parallels of being a street hustler and then turning into a rapper and then writing a screenplay about his life. And then he talked about how like they wanted him to revise the screenplay. That they didn't like the messaging of the screenplay. They just wanted the flash. They didn't want the messaging. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of my favorites right there. And then another one I like is I ain't gonna front. It's a slept up classic. Um, it's Blood in My Eyes by George Jackson. You know, that's another good book. Real revolutionary. There's some real shit in that book that motherfuckers can get an understanding of how to, be militant minded, you know what I'm saying, and basically how to plan shit out the right way. You know what I'm saying? But your mind gotta be, you know, on point. So yeah, that's another great book. But T, I like to read all different type of books. I like sometimes I like to read, laws of attraction type of books where I'm talking about business, success. Sometimes I like to read revolutionary books. Sometimes I like to read, books like The Art of War where I'm on my war shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just what type of mood I'm in. I read different type of books and shit.
So,
Oh, Michael Joseph. Yeah, I read a couple Dr. York books. As a matter of fact, I got his tablet in my email that this girl has sent me a couple
so
years ago that I used to deal with. What's up? What's up, T?
Brad, I don't know what might have been left off, but Brad asks you, what would you have done differently since March of 2020 until now? Uh, Briefly, in quotation marks of saying that he felt that you had the whole game in your hand and you built relationships and things didn't go your way. So, according to him, what would you have done differently from then to now?
I don't do nothing differently, T. Like
I don't.
on some real shit. You know, it was really YouTube that took my channel. It wasn't like I really was the fault of my channel being taken from me. You know what I'm saying? Like both of my channels, one my channel got taken because of a video with Plies, you know, with the whole, COVID shit. And then the second channel got taken because of two fucking haters. The bitch Clyde Diva that I helped out, and then the nigga Boss Lee, hating ass nigga. So that's how I lost my two channels. But other than that, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fell off. It's all about rebuilding. Like, look, let me talk about basketball, right? Every time a team win a fucking the NBA finals, right? Every time a team win the NBA finals, and you got two phases. When a player is up for free agency,
Mm-hmm.
don't you got to rebuild? You got to rebuild. Every team I could talk about like when the Lakers. I remember when the Lakers first won their first two championships, right? When they didn't go back in there in '03 and they lost to the when they lost to the Spurs and the Spurs went in there and they won. And
Mm-hmm.
then when they came back the next year, they rebuild. They rebuild with, you know, Gary Payton and Karl Malone. Everything is about a rebuilding process. You know what I'm saying? Life is all about rebuilding process. So right now I'm in a rebuilding process of rebuilding my channel. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I built this channel just like I built my first two channels. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like I fell off. You got niggas on here that can't rebuild and they stay stuck on one spot.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never been stuck in one spot or one lane. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. All right.
So
So that's cool. I got you. Um, Lamar, what up? Thanks for going. All right, so Gotti, you know what I'm saying? We halfway through. There's only a few more joints besides the other characters. So what we're gonna do right now is, we're gonna switch up to the game that I present to everybody, but basically is no right or wrong question. I mean answer. I'm just gonna ask you a either or. I'm gonna ask you two things. I will give you two joints. You pick which one is more focused to you, more of your liking. You ready?
I'm listening.
You listening or you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. Uh, let's see. Uh, beef or fish?
Um, I like beef. I like beef. I like fish too. I like both. Yeah, I like both. But depending on how I feel, you know, if I don't feel like eating fish, yeah, I'll eat a steak. You know.
Movie or documentary?
You know, I'm not gonna lie. Like the last couple years, like I used to be a movie buff. I was a big movie buff, right? And I watch a lot of movies, but it seemed like it ain't been that many good movies, like in the last couple years.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been mostly like been a documentary watcher. I've been like more impatient for like documentaries than I would be for a movie. Like see like say like I say like 2019, right? Was like that was the last good year, like maybe some good movies. You know what I'm saying? And like I would say like I think in the whole like the 2010s I haven't seen any like good movies. So I just been a like I said like a whole documentary buff. So I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was just watching the Rick James joint last week. That was a
Mm-hmm.
great documentary. That should have been like a whole fucking movie, but it was a great documentary. You know what I'm saying? I was watching Mary J. Blige, My Life documentary. Like that's what I stay doing. If I hear a documentary coming out, I'm watching a whole documentary. You know what I'm saying? I can't watch movies like that because it's not that many movies that really like entertain me. I watch a lot of hood, like I watch maybe a couple hood flicks, a couple comedy flicks here and there, romantic flicks, but it ain't been like no good fucking movies. You get what I'm saying, T? So I'm just been a documentary dude, you know.
All right. MSG, Barclays.
Oh, I've been to the Barclays one time, T.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta say MSG, I was just in there. Remember I
Right.
told you, T, I was there for the verses.
Exactly. I'll give you 2 minutes to explain that. What type of how was the environment with you being first like
Um,
for
I
the
ain't going front.
verses?
So
MSG.
it been a long time since I've been like in MSG like in the theater because I ain't been there since they renovated the shit and they rebuilt it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you, like it's kind of small in the joint, like in the theater, but it look big inside. It look different. So I will always take the Garden because of the legacy of the Garden. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to front when I went to Barclays because I went there. I don't even think it was one time I've been to Barclays. I think I've been there maybe three. I was in there three times. But being in the Barclays is big. It's like they got different type of spot. Like you got like the skybox. You got a whole lot of shit in there. Like it blows the fucking garden out of the window. But the
Mm-hmm.
legacy of the garden, like I'm talking about the legacy, like
Nostalgia.
having Jordan come in, you know what I'm saying? Having Reggie Miller fucking killing us every fucking year at the garden. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like Jay-Z performing, his retirement show. I mean, it's so much legendary moments in that motherfucker. Like you can't really like say like Suge Knight going in there, going at Diddy at the Garden at the Source Awards. Like the Garden is legendary, So I would always take the Garden over Barclays, even though Barclays is a damn good arena and it's more modern, but the Garden is legendary.
Okay. Um, Jets or Giants?
Uh, Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you, T. Right? Um, yeah, I hated the Giants, bro. I'm a I'm a big Patriots fan, right? But I liked I'm gonna tell you why I liked the Jets. I liked the Jets because you had Bill Parcells, right? And I go back with the Patriots. So Bill Parcells was the coach for the Patriots, right? And who was playing for Bill Parcells? Curtis Martin. And that was my favorite running back. So I was fucking with the Jets because of Curtis Martin, and I was a big Jets fan. Now, the Giants, no disputing the Giants' legacy. Giants got a great legacy. Giants basically, with Bill Parcells being a coach and them winning them two championships, them two rings in '87 and '91. And then, I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't like what one thing I didn't like about the Giants, right, is that I like Peyton Manning, right? Eli Manning to me, if it wasn't for like the players he was around, he wasn't that great of a quarterback. He was a horrible quarterback. The fucked up part about the Giants that I didn't like that they did was like how they shitted on Kurt Warner. Because when Kurt Warner was there, and he was like the best thing the Giants ever had at that time, and like they was on a horrible losing streaks. I always say like if they didn't have a wide receiver like Plexico Burris and they didn't have a Tyreek Hill, I mean, and they didn't have a fucking Victor Cruz, because I always give it the Plexico and Victor Cruz. If they didn't have them two wide receivers, Eli would have never had no rings, and Tom Brady would have had more rings than he got right now. You know what I'm saying? Because of that system.
No.
So
All right.
I always respected the Jets because the Jets was always they had great players, but the problem with the fucking Jets is they didn't have a great quarterback. That's the only problem.
All right. Defining all this, we be here at 1 o'clock. Is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer?
No, he's a Hall of Famer because he got rings, but like player wise, nah, he's not a Hall of Famer. He's not on the levels of a Tom Brady, Dan Marino, uh, I mean his brother Peyton, uh, you
All right.
know, John Elway and Kurt Warner, Brett Favre. He's not on that level.
Knicks and Nets.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front, right? Now here's the thing with the Nets and the Knicks, right? So I ain't gonna hold you. Even though I love the Spurs and I love the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? But I was a big Spurs fan. But what I will tell you is I got love for both teams. So the Knicks, I was a big Knicks fan because, you had Larry Johnson, you know what I'm saying, Latrell Sprewell. I didn't too care for Allen Houston. He was cool. Patrick, um, you had John Starks, and then John Starks left. We had Chris Childs and all of them. So I go back to that Knicks, you know what I'm saying? The 90s Knicks was like the shit. Even 2000s Knicks wasn't even that bad. I think after like Larry Johnson retired, the Knicks went downhill. Even though you had Jamal Crawford, Nate Robinson, David Lee and all of them, but it wasn't like as the same as what they had with Larry Johnson and even before Larry Johnson came, but when Anthony Mason and Oak was over there, so the Knicks always been top tier. Now the Nets. Now I'm gonna tell you about the Nets now. Big fan of the Nets. You know what I'm saying? Even when Marbury was over there, um, when they had Collins over there, when they had what's my boy, man? Kenyon Martin, Jason Kidd, um, the Vince Carter. When they got Vince Carter, that's when I really felt like they could have went all the way. You get what I'm saying? Like that 2002 team, right? Because I remember when they let go Stephon Marbury for Jason Kidd, right? Now they was always good. the Nets. You know, you had Zoe over there, Lonzo Mourning, all that. Now, mind you, you know what I'm saying? The Nets never been a trash team. You know, they've been nice since when Kenny Anderson was over there. You know, and what's my dude, the Russian dude that was um he died though in a car accident. You know who I'm talking about, T. He used to play with the Nets.
Draw, draws a Petrovic.
Yeah, Petrovic, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the Nets always been fire, even back when Jason Williams was over there. You know
All
what I'm
right, well,
saying? Nets ain't
into you trying to play baseball. Gotta just answer your
but
knowledge.
who I would pick, now, but who I would pick, like with the legacy wise, I would go with the Knicks. Just because like the Knicks could get back where they was. But right now, at this moment, you know what I'm saying? I will go with the Nets because you got Kevin Durant, you got Kyrie, but I don't know about Kyrie right now since he ain't trying to get the shot. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But
You
you
got
got a good
this.
squad over there with the Nets.
You
So
got
I'll go with the
this.
Nets.
The quiz, the yes or no. You're giving infinite information right now. All right, bro. Especially this, I have good ones here. We'll be doing this all night with you and this. Garvey, Martin Luther King.
I love both dudes. You know what I'm saying? I love both
Got
dudes.
it.
Um, but I'm gonna keep it real. See Garvey, what Garvey stood for, I think a lot of people still to this day don't understand. You know what I'm saying? But Dr. King, what I really liked about Dr. King was it wasn't about like people would say, "Oh, I don't fuck with Dr. King" because he was all about coming together. But what he was trying to do was not what people thought he was trying to do. All he wanted was like, let's be equal and let's get our people to a certain level where inequality that we can have the same type of respect and get the same type of equal fair shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta look at it, right? Before he died, right? He was going to do the poor people's march. He was pushing for poor people to get equal share of quality rights that middle class Americans do. So I always respect what Dr. King do as a freedom fighter because he was a freedom fighter, just like Marcus Garvey was a freedom fighter. We see Marcus Garvey was cut short too early and they locked him up. So he didn't get to accomplish what King did. So I would go with King because of what he accomplished. You
All
know, so
right.
even though he was cut short and it was more things that he was trying to accomplish. So
Speaking of
I
coach,
gotta give it to him.
Rod Strickland, Dame Dollar.
Rod Strickland, who T?
Rod Strickland or Damian Dollar. Damian Lillard.
I gotta go with Rod, man. I like Dame. I like Dame. Dame is dope. Dame is ill on the court, but Rod had a different type of motherfucking game, man. And you know what's crazy? My mom's know Rod Strickland. My mom's grew up with Rod. My mom's and Rod Strickland come from the same project, Patterson Project. So that's like that right there is like it's like what you call that? Three what is it? 3 degrees separation, 6 degrees separation. So Rod Strickland has always been like a motherfucker you could say that was a top tier dude. You go back to his days on being on the Knicks, you know what I'm saying, with him and Mark Jackson, and then him going from the Knicks to the to the
Got
Spurs.
to
You
move
know,
on.
from the
It
Spurs.
all night. All right. Something that I'm gonna need you for tomorrow, later on. Freddie, Jason, or Michael Myers.
I'm gonna go with Jason. I'm gonna go with Jason just because like motherfucker was badass. That kill, kill, kill. That shit used to get me, man.
All right. Biggie or Pop.
Now this one right here is a hard one, see, because like,
It's no novel. Just get to it.
oh, you want me to get to it, T? Damn. All right.
Because there's a lot of them.
I'm gonna go with Pac. I'm gonna go with Pac. But what I will say, I love
Where
Big.
Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at?
No, but yo, T, I'm gonna say this. I love Big. No. I love Big. Don't get it twisted, T. I love Biggie. I think Biggie, what Biggie did for the game was dope because he the slang he brought, the swagger he brought, for a big dude to spit it the way he was spitting it and was getting all the baddies and all that. So growing up, I watched a lot of Biggie videos, just like I grew up listening to Pac. I listened to Big too.
Let me
I
get
think
your
I
uncle and
think
you're going with Pac. All right, let's go. Aki and sawfish, steak, rice, and cabbage.
damn. I hate hockey and swordfish. I'm gonna go with steak, rice, and cabbage. See,
Math or science?
yeah, I ain't gonna front, man. I hated math. I hated math in school, so I'm gonna go with science, bro.
Sherlin or Averex?
Wow. Yo, I had both, so I'm gonna keep it real, right? I'm gonna go with the Sherlins only because, like, not even. I'm not gonna even go with the Sherlins because, like, I'm gonna tell you this: Ava Rex was fire. Like in the 90s, if you was a kid growing up in the 90s, or even an adult growing up in the 90s, or a teenager, Ava Rex meant so much in the streets. It was Ava Rex, it was Vanson, it was Pele Pele, it was North Face, and it was the Sherman coats, and even the Woolrich. If
Anytime
you
you
didn't
got that
have an
shot,
AV, if you didn't have an
especially,
AV in the 90s or the 2000s, oh, yo, my nigga, you wasn't even official. So I
especially if you
always say Ava Rex was always my shit, T.
had that brown lambskin one, you're liable to get shot, killed.
Yo, the
Oh,
AVs, niggas was getting killed over their AVs, T. I ain't going
all right.
front like when Ava Rexes came out, motherfuckers was losing their life over a Ava Rex coat. I mean, Pele's was cool, but a nigga would lose his life over an Ava Rex coat. That jacket, let alone, would get you killed back then.
Mm-hmm. Eight ball out here. Above the rim or juice?
Wow. Now both movies are set in Harlem, and both it got that New York feel. Now I'm gonna keep it real. Juice, I watched Juice 200 times, maybe 1,000. I might have watched it 1,000. I watched Above the Rim the same amount of time. But what I liked about Juice was it talked about what really goes on in the streets, like how niggas will turn on each other and kill each other just
Mm-hmm.
just because of power, being power hungry. But what I liked it about Above the Rim though was that it was a dude trying to with Tom Shepard was trying to get redemption for his man's dying. So Above the Rim, in my opinion, is a better movie because it had a message to it and it was real and it was deep and that soundtrack was crazy. You get what I'm saying? That soundtrack was crazy. You had that SWV on there. You had Pac on there with a pour out a little liquor. You had that bomb bomb with Dog Pound. Like that soundtrack was crazy. Not the front on that Juice soundtrack. That Juice soundtrack was crazy too. You had that
All right,
Uptown Anthem. You had
right.
some fire
Mhm.
joints on that on
Yes,
that on
right.
that Juice soundtrack. E.
Rakim was up there a couple times. All right, guess or Jabos?
I'm gonna go with Guess. Guess was what was my shit. T. I ain't gonna front.
Low key or arrogant and boisterous?
Low key.
City or country?
Ah, man, the city is cool, but the country when you get I'm gonna go with city. I'm gonna go with city just because sometimes you might get tired of being in the country and you might just want to like be around the city sometimes. But the country not bad though, so it's a toss up. I take this. I take the country just because like if you want to like lay low, that's like a good living. So I'll take the country. See,
Beats or lyrics?
love the beach. You love
I
the
said
beats.
beats, rapping, music, beats or
Oh,
lyrics.
beat. Oh, I'm gonna keep it real. T. Okay. Beats can be overrated sometimes. Like
Okay.
if the beat is bumping and the beat is fire, like in today's like when a rapper raps today, he don't need to say shit. All he need is a fire ass beat and motherfuckers would go crazy for it. That's what kills it. So I will always take lyrics over beats because if you listen to lyrics, lyrics stand the test of times. Like Rakim lyrics stand the test of times. Nas lyrics stand the test of times. You hear people quoting a lot of motherfuckers' lyrics to this day, even when they make statements. Beats they stand the test of times too, but they could die sometimes too. You feel me?
Exactly. Cain or Abel.
I'm gonna have to say Abel, man. I feel like Cain did his brother wrong over a female. But notice what happened in Cain and Abel is the same thing happening today in 2021 and even before that. You know what I'm saying? Dudes will kill you over a female. Dudes will murder you over a chick that really ain't even yours. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad,
Um,
but that's how it is.
Analog manual book or audio book.
I'm starting to like audio books more than analog books. So I'm starting
Build,
to like I'm starting to like audio
build or
books.
destroy. Build or destroy.
Sometimes you gotta destroy shit so you can rebuild. So I'm all about building, but then again, I want to destroy if it ain't right. So I'll take destroy.
Lease or own.
What you said, T?
Lease or
Oh,
own.
own. Okay, own. You want to own shit. You don't want to lease nothing. You want to be an owner. You know what I'm saying? Because in this country, ownership mean everything. A motherfucker that rent or lease or anything like that, my nigga, you don't mean nothing to the world. You know what I'm saying? So in this world, it's all about ownership, whether you in a business or whatever. They
All
only
right.
respect owners.
90s R&B, 2000s R&B.
Oh, that's a tough one. It's because 90s R&B had some bangers, but then when you go and you take a look at that 2000s R&B, it was a lot of fire came out in that 2000s. I can't front. I love the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I could still listen to 90s R&B to this day, but don't sleep on that 2000s R&B. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the 2000s R&B just because of a lot of great music that came out of that 2000, that 2001, that 2002, 2003, 2004 and 5, 6 and 7. It's a lot of good R&B that came out around them times. Now don't get me wrong, 90s had a lot of great R&B too. There's a lot of great albums that came out in that 2000s that we sleep on.
Looks, substance.
Substance.
Weave or natural.
I like natural. Huh? I can't fuck with it. I can't fuck with weed. I mean, I mean, to be honest, like if that's what a female do, I could put up with it, but I prefer natural more than that fake shit.
112, 5.
112.
Yep.
I'm gonna take 112. And why I'm gonna take 112 because 112 had a lot of bangers, man. You know what I'm saying? You go back. I was listening to them last night. They had a lot of bangers too.
Um, Escape, Brownstone.
It's a hard one, but I'm gonna take Escape. I'm gonna take Escape because of that production and like I said, they are timeless classics, man.
Roger Clemens, Pedro Martinez.
Oh, we going with Roger Clemens, man. Come on, man.
Hmm.
Come on, T. Roger Clemens is that dude, man. Like I'm talking about from them Yankee days to his Houston Astro days. Like we can go back. Roger Clemens was the motherfucking dude. So I'm gonna definitely go with Roger.
Big Poppy. or Carlton Fist?
Big Poppy. Big Poppy's a beast. I gotta go with Big Poppy.
Should have went with Johnny Bench, but LeBron James, or they call him Michael.
I'm going with Michael Jordan.
Trash.
Hands down. Sick. We gotta go with Jordan.
UFC or boxing?
Now, boxing at one point was the shit, and then it declined. I'll say like around like the late 2000s, going like 2009, and then to 2010s, I just stopped fucking with it, and I just been avid UFC. But UFC always been my thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though I love boxing, I'm a big boxing buff. You know what I'm saying? I've been following boxing my whole life, so but boxing
All
has
right,
become so corny. I'll take UFC over
got
boxing.
it. All right, got it. These next three are hard, so you just gotta answer these, bro. You can't have time to be doing it. I'll be done sleeping before 4 o'clock in the morning. All right, any order. Top five hip hop artists of all time for Bulletz Gotti.
Top five. Um, I I don't want to like fucking like shit on nobody, but I'm gonna give you my top five. But I'm gonna give you a better top five, not my personal top five, but it's gonna still be my top five. So I'm gonna give you Nas number one. I'm gonna give you Pop number two. I'm gonna give you DMX number three. I'm gonna give you four Jadakiss. And if I gotta give you five, I'm gonna give you five Ghostface Killer.
All
And
right.
if I got an mention will probably be LL Cool J, Slick Rick, Big Daddy
Yeah.
Kane, Raekwon,
Well, I don't know,
50,
another five. Oh my
and me.
god.
So
All right.
I got more, but I got that was my honorable
I
mention.
see. A
Hey
whole
yo
nother
T,
five.
yo T, drop the link again, T. My phone just cut off.
It's true. 21 garbage. What are you talking about him for, NBA? Oh man, this thing doesn't even want to do it. Ah, shit. Joe Marrow about to come in. It's a big game for the Jaguar. Joe Marrow out there, 23 for 30 for 316, two touchdowns and no picks. He's out there looking like he's going to be a Hall of Famer when he hang up his pads. Gatto! Hey, Nay. How you doing, baby? Gatto.
Yo T, what up, man?
All right.
Yeah, yo T, where we was at again? You said top five. I gave you my top five. So where we at now?
We did top five R&B artists of all time. No specific order and just get to it.
All right. Number one, Kels. No, number two, Usher. You know, number three, Keith Sweat. Number four, Joe. And number five, I'm gonna have to say, damn, son. Who I put number five? Uh, shit. Who I put number five? Uh, Gerald Levert. I'm gonna put Gerald Levert number five.
Okay. Your NBA starting five of all time. Basically, what's your rock Rushmore of NBA?
Number one, Kobe.
You already threw the touchdown there? Oh no.
Number
Kobe.
two, yeah,
Okay.
Kobe. Kobe. Number
Yeah.
two, number two, MJ. Number 3, Clyde Drexler. Number 4, it's gonna be a tough one. Number 4, Shaq. And damn, I want to put my man in here, but I'm gonna put my nigga AI number 5.
All right. Um, Tiki Barber, Saquon Barkley.
I'm gonna say Tiki. Tiki was a beast.
Charles Barkley, Carmelo Anthony.
Barkley. Barkley was tougher. Barkley got busy on that court.
Players Club or House Party?
Yeah, I was watching House Party the other night, man. House Party, man. I ain't going for House Party a classic. It still crack me up to this day.
House Party or Club?
I'm gonna take a House Party over Players Club.
No. Then I ask you, would you rather the House Party or Club?
Oh, club. Niggas get shot at the house parties, man.
You get shot at the club too, but hey, whatever. My brother, Sweet Pea Whitaker or Sugar Shane Mosley. Oh, they gonna go for a field goal. That nigga gonna
I ain't go front. Whitaker was a beast.
How did that happen? Look at her.
I'm gonna take Sweet Pea over.
Official, why you look like a sister? She look like what's that Bow Wow's better look? They look like who jumped on the stage with Brooklyn?
Little Mama.
Yeah, Little Mama look better. She getting older. That's who they look like, Little Mama in that picture.
No, T. But I'm gonna take Whitaker over Mosley, even though because Mosley was a dope fighter. Don't get twisted. Mosley was a dope fighter, but he couldn't fuck with Sweet Pea. Nobody, I don't think, fuck with.
I don't know. He can't fuck with Sweet Pea. Jerry Rice, Randy Moss.
Y'all ain't gonna lie, son. I love Jerry Rice. You know, his Oakland days was the shit, even his 49er days, but I can't front T. Like if you go back, Minnesota Vikings, Oakland Raiders, even when he was on the Patriots and the 49ers, Randy Moss was a beast. So I'm gonna take Randy Moss. And the nigga know how to play basketball. And he was good at motherfucking football. So shout out to Randy Moss. I'm taking Moss.
When Doves Cry or Beat It?
I like Beat It because the video was mad gangster, but I'm gonna have to go with Prince on Doves Cry because that record was crazy.
Anita Baker or Stephanie Mills?
Damn, son, I love Stephanie Mills, man. Damn, T, why you making me do this, man? Damn, but I love Anita Baker. So, and you know, I ain't gonna front. Like when you listen to Caught Up in the Rapture of Love and Sweet Love, it's like them records hit different now, you know. So, and then when you listen to Stephanie Mills, I'm talking about like all her records is like it's so smooth. Like you go to sleep to Stephanie Mills. I went to sleep to all her music and Anita, but I'm gonna have to go with Anita Baker because it's something about that sweet love. It's like the way she started that high note in the beginning when she do that like when she started doing that shit, it's different. Man. It's different. So yeah, I'm going with Anita Baker.
Last but not least, Hoops or Delicious?
Damn, son. They both fine, right? But I'm gonna be honest, right, T? I ain't gonna lie. Flavor Flav got Delicious teeth fixed, my nigga. I still remember her shit was fucked up, my nigga. I ain't going for her shit was fucked up, my nigga. Her shit wasn't looking like how I look now. You know what I'm saying? She bad. Don't get me wrong, Delicious is bad, but her teeth was fucked up. So I'm definitely go with Hoops, even though I would go with Delicious, but I still remember her teeth used to be fucked up though, man.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that closed that up, and you have broke the record for the longest of the questions. in the history of doing it by at least 15 minutes over. All right, even though, well, it's not over, but so far, how do you feel about the situation of your name going for life?
Oh, brother polite. I ain't surprised by that shit. Yo, T, man, like I used to be telling y'all niggas about that nigga all the time, man. I wasn't surprised about that shit. Like, yo, polite is like he like most niggas in the hood, man. When they get a bag, man, they wanna start living that Hugh Hefner lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And I don't knock it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the nigga was bragging and he thought he was low. You know what I'm saying? And like shit happens to niggas that think they low. You know, but I wasn't surprised though.
How do you feel about the brother Umar Johnson?
Umar, that's my thing about Umar. I fuck with Umar. I fuck with the whole thing when he talk about the school shit. But then it's like that nigga be losing me, man. You know what the problem with Umar Johnson T is that he's so much in love with strippers that he can't get his mind right. You know what
In
I'm
love with
saying?
strippers? Where the hell this story come from? Strippers?
Yo, yeah, that nigga fuck with that nigga be in the strip club. He was fucking a conscious stripper chick, man.
Oh,
Straight
a
up and down, T.
stripper.
Yo, I'm dead ass. That's what the bitch was. She was into the conscious shit where she was a stripper. And he and
I'm
he and he and he blew the bag on stripper bitches.
What's that nigga's name? Street? What's well, Ricky?
Yeah.
Nigga said a content stripper. Uh. Yo, how, what a combination, nigga.
Mhm.
Ah, man, that reminds me of my man Jay Watt saying some um wild ass Africans. Oh man, yo, y'all are crazy. This nigga just said a conscious stripper.
Mhm.
Ah, you can touch right here, but don't touch over there. Yo, Gotti, yo, crazy guy. Whew. Oh my goodness. Throughout life, man, how did you deal with peer pressure, Gotti?
Oh, I ain't on front. When I was younger, how I used to deal with it was I used to listen to a lot of music, bro. So when I was like going through deep times, I used to put my headphones in, man. Like even when I was in school, like I used to listen to my music in school, or when school was over, son, because like it kind of soothes you, listening to music or reading books or just meditate. It soothes you from peer pressure and motherfucking depression and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't on front. Peer pressure is a motherfucker to a lot of young motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? When you're a young dude growing up, you dealing with motherfuckers coming to you trying to get you to come down with the it crap. Nah,
Hmm.
be you, do you. It's all about doing you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers can't do that. You know?
Will you let the people know what the Bullet's Gotti show is about? Will you explain what your platform consists of and what it's about?
Well, the Bullis Gotti show is a show about a guy speaking his piece and speaking his opinions on certain things that go on in the world. Whether it's fucked up opinions or whether it's good opinions, it's just dude speaking his mind. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I think a lot of people don't do that. I think a lot of people just don't speak their mind no more, bro. Motherfuckers they just say anything and they go with the group and not add their own mind and their own opinions. That's what set my platform apart from a lot of niggas. It's me basically voicing my mind and my opinions to the world and how I feel about certain shit. Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Correct. Like I had asked about a half an hour ago to 40 minutes ago, you had the Shugs, you had the Sonettas, you had a lot of people that you had beat. How do you feel as well as Trump in this industry called YouTube? How are you as far as welcoming ending any and all drama and beefs that you have from past to present?
Well, I mean, I never initially started these things. You know what I'm saying? It's them starting it with me. It's them, having a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? And it comes out, listen, people hatred could come out by having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? If I have a conversation with you, P, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't know you, and we just having a just a cordial conversation. But in your mind, you got a lot of shit disdain from me. So you don't voice it, but you will say something in a subliminal way to the point that you think I don't catch on to what you're saying, but you think I'm not gonna see that you trying to come for me. But you say it
Mm-hmm.
in a real strategic way that it's like, oh, that nigga ain't gonna catch on, but I'm really coming at that nigga. Fuck that nigga. You get what I'm saying? And that's the mindset of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be the aggressor. It's just me. I gotta fight off niggas because niggas feel like, yo, fuck that nigga. I think that nigga soft. Well, I don't think that nigga deserve that spot. Or why these niggas is bigging this nigga up? You get what I'm saying, T? It's the mindset of people. People got that crab in a bucket ass mindset, and they'll use that mindset and play off like, oh, a nigga. I ain't said none of that nigga. I ain't had no issues with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like a perfect example, right? The ball, like people talk about Bosley, right? I never had a problem with that kid. You know what I'm saying? T, he had
Right.
a problem with me because his ego. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got egos. So in his mind, he might think that I have a problem with him. I don't have a problem with him because I don't know him to have a problem. I got real issues with people in real life that have problems with me. But you see a nigga on YouTube will feel like, oh, it's beef. That he a fuck nigga or he a pussy. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it
Mm-hmm.
is, though.
Right. I got a couple more, and that would be like I said, I think that you might be a person that's misunderstood. What do you think is one of the most common things that goes around that's talked about Bulletz Gotti that is false?
Oh, you know, they have a whole lot of shit, but the thing that's really like that's real false is like I got robbed. Yo, T, let me tell you something, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna keep it real, right? The only reason why I ain't put hands on them two dudes, man, is because I looked at them dudes as my brothers. You know what I'm saying in that video? So I didn't expect a dude that I had in my house that know my moms, know my grandmoms. You know what I'm saying? These is niggas that been in my crib. I done smoked with. I done met they family. So it's like when a motherfucker do me like that on camera and play me out like that, that shit hurt me. To the point that I don't want to even hurt a nigga. It's like I'ma just let a nigga be, and you could take that because if you did that to me because we had a misunderstanding, and then you make and then you takes the video down after you was told to take it down, and then when you get the goal and the courage, and you so much of a clout chaser, you see that I'm doing good and I'm not even worrying about you and I'm living my life. A nigga try to slander my name, all because I'm doing something different and I'm becoming big. You know what I'm saying, T? Like jealousy's a motherfucker in this world, man. And dudes be real jealous when you start doing better things and having better days and they not having better days. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes that I grew up with ain't having better days. Their days is fucked up. I'm having good days, even though my days could be fucked up, but I'm still having good days and I'm still doing my thing. And that's what a lot of niggas don't like, man. They hate to see a nigga happy, T. But I'm just gonna say this, T. Like all the hate, all the negativity, man, it helped the nigga, B.
Okay, my fault. I had it on damn thing on mute. My fault. Last question, bro. It's we got 2 more months, about 70 days into the new year. I want to know what are you seeking for to end this last stretch of this 21 that was
Well,
bull.
just like I
Do you
just like
look
I did when I started. I'm gonna say this, T. Just like I did when I started in 2021, we started off a good year. 2021 was a good year for me, and then I lost my channel. You know what I'm saying? I lost my second channel. 2022 is gonna be an even better year. I haven't had no bad years on here because I provided great content and I've done great things on here. What happened was, I had minor setbacks. And in success, you're gonna have minor setbacks. You're gonna have motherfucking, shit that happens. That's a part of life. But I'm gonna be back where I need to be. Don't worry, T. I'm gonna be back where I need to be, and I'm gonna be back at the space I was because at the end of the day, man, these are just minor setbacks. These are not big. These are not big motherfucking setbacks. It's not hurting a nigga. It's really gonna help a nigga reach his potential and where he's supposed to be. Because like I said, T, I took hits, man. I'm not gonna lie, I took hits, but the hits ain't stopped me. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you overcome them shits.
Right. Well, man, I thank you for coming to the platform, man. You know what I'm saying, and
Shout
putting
out
it
to you,
down,
T.
letting
Hey, yo, T,
us
man,
and certain
you
people
my dude.
depend on you. Yeah, no
Listen,
doubt. You know what I'm
you
saying.
my dude, T. And one thing I'm gonna say, man, like T, man, I always supported you. Always supported the platform. I'm gonna keep supporting the platform. Like I'm not
Right.
even how big I get, T. When I had 8,000 subscribers, I was still pulling up over here, pulling numbers.
Right.
Even though I was pulling numbers, I was still pulling up over here and support you, bro. Because at the end of the day, man, I'm nothing without the people, man. You know, and
Right.
the ones that fuck with me, I fuck with them. The ones that don't fuck with me, hey, fuck them. But T
Right.
History always been a good dude and always been a real one. We both cancers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm June 30th. I think you June too, right, T? You June or July,
Yeah,
right, T?
3 days before yours. It's the
Yeah,
27th.
yeah. So yeah, 27. So T is right before me. So we in
And then
June. So
Mama right here with her pretty self. She's 2 days before you. I mean after yours.
yeah, so
Every
that's what I'm
month.
saying. So yeah, so that's
Yes,
what I'm
you
saying.
already
So
know.
T, so yeah, yo, so
Yeah,
you
the
my bro,
first.
man. Yeah, you my bro, T. So it's always been love, man. So
No, it's
I
the
ain't
next
never
day.
had no.
That's yeah, hers is the next day. Yeah, I feel you. Hers is the next day too. What am I talking
Yeah,
about? Hers is the first, and yours the 30th. Yeah, because ain't no
yeah,
31. And yeah, yeah, exactly. Nah, I mean we ended this up right now anyway, Clout, and this was his interview. You know how I am with that,
yeah.
and we wrapping
So
it up
so I
anyway.
want to say salute. I want to say salute to T History. Salute to everybody. Make sure y'all subscribe to the
Shout out to
channel, the
him for
Bulletz
the
Gotti Show
sister too.
2.0. Keep supporting T History. And support everybody, man. It's all about each one, teach one. T, you my brother. Anytime you need me to come through here, I got you, bro. I will pull up anytime, bro. You
Yeah.
already know. And I told you, T, when I come to Boston, man, we gonna have to go out to some bottles, man.
That's without question.
All
All
right,
right,
T. So
man.
I'm
Hey,
gonna holler
thanks for
at you, T.
everybody pulling up, man. Peace, man. Thanks for
Peace.
everybody. You know what I'm saying? Go check out Brothers Gotti on his channel. You know what I'm saying? When you go live. And everybody, I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, for pulling up from official to friendly extortion, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, friendly, you getting something going before I get out of here. If not, I think marriage and marijuana is on. Look out for official one underscore official one underscore within let me see, it's Thursday, so by Sunday night or Monday night, probably, well, I gotta see her schedule. But soon I will have an official one interview as well, coming up very soon. And everybody else, we probably, like I said, friendly probably gonna have something jumping. We're not done. We're gonna continue to make this Thursday be one to go down in the books. This is the second interview. Need to be doing shit like this again. But YouTube has been on our ass, not paying us our motherfucking money, taking channels away, putting niggas on suspensions, just being bitches right now. I shouldn't even be saying this, but it is what it is. Again, I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Again, the Cash App is right in your face. I understand why the MREX and all the big boys who always used to be Cash App, Cash App. Thank you, because it's that time. But like I said, I was just like for everybody, everybody to pull up. Always hit the press the like button. You know what I'm saying, in passing, and just keep the channel going and getting growth. And those that are here, or those people that catch it on replay, to at least join the historians at $1, or the one that's 1.99 to be a part of the team. And my ears is open to people to join the membership. To you have ideas and topics that you would like to talk about that we can get on. And like I said, man, take care of yourself and have a wonderful night. And like I said before, wash your phalanges and watch your backside. I know one person has to do it after this show, and that person's not the only one who has to wash their bum. So, with that being said, got to get it right, baby. History, and we out.